This is the new Jayco Jay Feather 16XRB trailer, a hybrid model. And these trailers were called hybrids a long time before the Prius came into existence. And this particular trailer has a lot of fun and functional features that you may find pretty interesting.
So you have a couple ways to go. You can go to a travel trailer or a tent trailer. A hybrid combines both together, so you have the facility of a full-time trailer and yet the flexibility of a fold-down trailer, but the walls are hard, you have holding tanks, you have a shower, nice refrigerator, and yet you have sleeping for up to 6 to 7 people in a very small unit.
Jayco has built family-friendly RVs for decades, and the new Jay Feather 16XRB continues that tradition. The 16XRB was a good towing match for our Nissan Frontier pickup. The lash-up was stable and secure on the road, and its compact overall size made it seriously easy to maneuver. There's no campground road anxiety with this rig. A short trailer makes short work of backing into a campsite, but it still helps to have a spotter with a radio out back. Deploying the stabilizer jacks is a must-do first step for campsite setup. These guys make life in an RV a lot happier. Power awnings are a popular feature today, and the 16XRB is fitted with a 12-footer. An awning is one of the most useful items you'll ever have on an RV. As Gary suggested, a hybrid trailer like this offers you the best of both worlds. Hard side trailer and features of a fold-down tent trailer. For the hard side part, obviously, you've got hard, secure walls that are well insulated. You've got a lockable door that helps keep your stuff yours. Inside, the bathroom is contained in here. The kitchen, you've got a little dinette and a little table and storage and whatnot, and it's all within the hard side part. But then the ends of the trailer fold open to create these wonderful large bed sleeping spaces. And in a place like this, where we're right next to the river, when you're sleeping out there, you can hear what's going on out in the real world, and that's really pretty nice as far as we're concerned. Setting up these end bed platforms is even a lot easier than it is on a typical fold-down tent trailer. You release the latches up here, fold the platform down, and there's no support struts underneath to install. There are a pair of heavy-duty cables on the inside that provide the weight loading support. And the fabric is already attached, so all you need to do is drop these little flaps down that helps to keep worst of the rain and such from coming inside, and you're pretty much ready to go. The balance of the exterior trailer setup was like any other RV, plus firing up the water heater. But this little Jayco has something that we haven't seen for a little while, which is a manual ignition water heater where you manually activate it and have to light the pilot yourself. And there's nothing wrong with this kind of a water heater. It's somewhat simpler, and it's also less expensive than the auto ignition ones. Turn that around. We have the pilot lid on the inside there. Hold it down for a few seconds to warm up the thermocouple. There we go. Not too difficult. We leave it turned on for the whole time we're out here camping. Shut it off when we head home. Piece of cake. Okay, we've got the end tent platforms open, but we haven't got all of our pads set up yet. Now, anytime you're in a smaller trailer like this, it's always a compromise for where you're going to put stuff while you're setting up. So we've got a pile here to set up. And we'll start by just putting the pillows out of the way. Travis sack. And these two cushions are folded up, and these go on the bunks on the ends of the bed then. So we'll... It's not normally this cluttered inside. When the trailer is broken down for travel, these mattresses store flush with the folded up bed platforms. The setup process we did is a one-time project when the trailer is new. As you can see, once you get everything in position, its setup looks pretty nice. You got lots of space here in the front fold-out bed platform, and they have both a foam cushion underneath and kind of a padded topper on top, to which we have added our Travis sack. Very comfortable for this application. There's all kinds of storage in a small trailer like this. They use every possible space, like the compartment directly underneath the seat here, for example. And there's a nice cubby hole in here that runs the whole width of the trailer, as well as a couple of them up here. There's storage over above the kitchen, but we'll take a look at that in just a minute. Here in the dinette, which you can also fold the dinette table down, of course, to turn this into a little sleeping space, but between the front bed and the back bed and this one, that'd get a little bit crowded. But if they're kids, they enjoy being crowded, so no problem. But this table is kind of fun because it's also portable. It's set up on 7 collapsing legs underneath, so you can take the table outside and use it if you don't have a table out at your picnic at your campground, or if you just want to augment the space and bring the table over to be able to sit by the fire and have a space to set your drinks down, for example. The rest of the rig is pretty well set up, very nicely appointed, and having the hard shell trailer space, including the bathroom and the kitchen area, means that there's enough space for those that they don't have to be jammed in so tight, since the beds are all out here. Now, the kitchen area, as you may expect in a smaller trailer, is a little bit compact, but it's not bad for what you get. And in fact, you have a very large triangular open piece of working countertop here, which is nice. You got your 2-burner gas stove, single bowl plastic sink, large enough to be practical enough to actually do something in it. Large storage spaces down below. Another storage cabinet on this side. One item that you're missing in this kitchen is any kind of drawers for silverware and such. Because of the sink and the stove, it's a little hard to get anything like that in here. That's why we have some of these various appliances sitting out in the open. You're going to have to come up with some kind of a tray that goes in an upper compartment or something like that in order to keep your silverware and other gear in order. But you've got plenty of room for meal preparation, and of course you got your overhead vent hood and fan and so forth, and your microwave oven, which is really important for that morning oatmeal, for example. So for small trailers, it's a really nice kitchen. On the other side of the aisle here, got a Dometic 2-way refrigerator. It's either 110 volt AC or propane. And you've got a few appliances up on top here, and this area needs a little bit of comments. This little platform here on top of the refrigerator cabinet contains several items. One is this really nice Furrion flat screen TV, which you can rotate back around to be able to see better from the bed or the sofa or the dinette table. This also has the air conditioner and the stereo. Now the stereo is back here, so you kind of have to reach around the television to get at it, which is a little bit on the clumsy side. And the air conditioner is also back here behind the stereo. It's a wall mount unit. It's not a traditional RV ceiling air conditioner. Wall mount unit with the cold air exit grills on the top of the air conditioner. So if you have the air conditioner running, the air either has to come out of the space here on the edge of the TV, or it can kind of filter out here just a little bit up on top. This arrangement, it is functional, but it could sure stand to be a little more efficient. Our Coleman coffee maker was a natural fit under the fridge. The bathroom is roomy enough to do the job in a tight space. And there's a feature here in the bathroom that we don't see very often in RVs. Usually it's a customer that has to add this stuff after the fact. We really like it. It's over here. Just a couple of simple coat hooks on the wall, but it gives you a place to hang your towels and your clothes. And that's a really handy item. Thank you, Jayco. Now the front bed, of course, is our sleeping space. But because we don't have anybody else with us that we know of, we use the back bed for storage space. And both beds have this little curtain designed for privacy, which doesn't slide very smoothly. And, ooh, we have... Hello, stowaways. Okay, we've got to tell the people on TV what this is all about, so you guys jump on out. Okay. Climb on down. Very good. Thank you. And hustle on outside. Okay. Anyhow, we have the storage space back here we use for bags of clothing, our box full of camping gear, and so on. It's very handy to have this much wide open space available in a small rig like this. Works out pretty nice. Easy towing, parking, and campsite setup, plus a comfortable level of back-to-basics camping simplicity are hallmarks of the 16XRB.